We need to really be thinking about the next generation of public media. We have this deep history with radio and with television. We're always thinking about like, how do we bring those values of public media
Mhm.
to where civil society is going to be in the future? If you are interested in innovation and new tech and interested in how the values of public media can be lived through this technology, then this
Mhm.
is really the that you're the audience for this newsletter. Absolutely ridiculous premise that you would drop an AI into an 82 Trans Am and just drive around California fighting crime. I think a lot of the issues that we are wrestling with, we're beginning to wrestle with relative to AI, and that we will continue to wrestle with, like especially the emotional connections that
Yeah.
people are developing with AI. I think those issues are richly explored in that movie. To get the most out of these tools right now, you need to still have like the lexicon of an artist. A writer, I can use ChatGPT for editing. I don't really use it for writing. I've been writing for most of my life, and I find it takes too long for me to get what I want to get out of a chatbot in terms of generating like the written word in my voice. You need to know how to discuss art. You need to know how to critique art. You need to know how to talk to other artists because that's essentially what you're doing when you're
Mhm.
talking to these generative art tools. If
Mhm.
empathy or at least sympathy is now a superpower, and if, being able to interface and manage people becomes the one thing that differentiates you from a bot. This is a completely new computing platform. Maybe this is kind of like the internet, but really it's actually more like home computers hitting, desks in schools in the mid 80s. Just as social media kind of disrupted news and marketing, I think we're going to see other types of creative work
Mhm.
disrupted by AI too. There's still a lot of role for humans to play in terms of oversight and asking hard questions like, hey, did we get the right pool with this? The reality is that 99% of deepfakes are non-consensual sexual material
Mhm.
of women. Like deepfakes are a crime against women. There's harassment that happens on those
Mhm.
platforms, and there needs to be a place in the future where that doesn't happen. That's not allowed to happen. Everybody thinks of the Luddites as like, oh, you're a Luddite, you're anti-technology. And what Merchant does is he dispels this notion that Luddites were anti-technology when in fact they were actually pro-technology. Your network is what makes you thrive. Your success depends on your network, which depends on building trust and,
Mhm.
deploying kindness.